Well, good morning to everyone. Not any longer the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, Food and Environment. It changed just 2 weeks ago, and now we are the new Ministry of Ecological Transition, whatever it might means. But the Water Directorate is under this label, and the former government and the new government is supporting this Congress. I would like to start by thanking the organization for organizing this conference and for inviting the Spanish Water Directorate to participate. I will deliver the speech on behalf of the new Water Director. The last one was removed just on Friday, and the new one will be taking office in the course of this week. Secondly, I would like to add my voice to that from the previous speakers in welcoming you to Spain, to Valencia, which is holding this conference. For a country like Spain, which faces the water challenge from both the scarcity perspective and from the need to ensure environmental sustainability, to stay here today, it's an honor. In a country where the major economic activities are highly water dependent and where water ecosystem dependence are equally highly valuable, water management is of the utmost importance. Water is a scarce resource in Spain and in many other parts in the world, threatened by climate change, growing population, urban development, and environmental degradation. A reduction in rainfall, together with higher irregularity, more severe episodes of droughts and floods, are expected due to climate change negative impacts. If an adequate balance between water offer, which is limited, and water demand, which is growing, is not secure, the world will face an increasing and more severe water deficit, together with greater degradation of our ecosystems. The answer to the water challenge is mainly a matter of governance, of good water governance. As stated by the UN system, the World Water Forum, the OECD, the water security challenge is mainly a problem of lack of good water governance. Spain has a very long tradition in tackling water scarcity, an experience that led us overcome a history of water shortages, droughts, and episodic floods. This experience built on the joint efforts of the public and private Spanish capabilities, and it is based on a water governance system rooted on 6 pillars: water planning at the basic level, integrated water resource management, public participation and users' engagement, legal certainty, water infrastructures, both traditional and technological, and innovation. Today, Spain provides safe drinking water to the 45 million of Spanish citizens, plus the 80 million tourists that visit this every year. More of them come to Valencia. We water 3.7 million hectares of irrigated surface, the largest in the EU, and produce 20,500 megabytes of hydropower, thanks to the more than 1,300 large dams currently in service in our country. In 20 years, the percentage of wastewater treated in Spain has moved from 40% up to 85%, defining ecological flows in more than 3,500 points in our rivers. Environmental protection has been gradually incorporated into the river basin management plans in Spain, paving the way for a proper, sustainable water management system that today balance the 2 main goals of our water policy: ensuring water demands for all users all over the year, while providing adequate environmental protection for all our water bodies. Spain has been able to integrate the variability and uncertainty of climate change into the river basin management plans, adjusting water balances to the mid and long-term rainfall forecast, integrating drought and flood management plans into the river basin management plans, and incorporating into the river water offer the so-called non-conventional resources. This conference is about one particular non-conventional resource, water reuse. To be honest, I cannot imagine a better place to talk about non-conventional resources than Valencia, than the Mediterranean region. Should we have to choose one region where water reuse has experienced the most outstanding development, the Mediterranean region, and Valencia in particular, could be one of my first options. Desalination and water reuse are not any longer non-conventional resources in Spain, in the Spanish river basin management plans, where these resources has been part of the whole water offer for more than 20 years, playing a complementary but a strategic role in tackling water scarcity and droughts and ensuring water scarcity gain for all users all over the year. In addition, water reuse has proven to be a very effective technique to reduce existing pressures over groundwater bodies and to control and prevent groundwater pollution. Today, Spain ranks first at the EU level in water reuse, producing more than 300 cubic hectometers per year of direct water reuse, mainly in the Mediterranean region. 50% of water reuse at the EU level happen in Spain. 11% of wastewater treated is reused in Spain, with relevant differences from basin to basin. In the Júcar River Basin District, where we are located today, or in the Segura River Basin, water reuse represents 25% and 50% of all existing water resources, mainly used for agricultural purposes, urban uses, and Gulf watering. We count since 2017 with a very solid and technically up-to-date regulation on water reuse to ensure a minimum quality standards are met in order to guarantee proper human health and adequate environmental protection. River basin management plans are the strategic tool to govern and integrate non-conventional water reuse, as well as desalination, into the whole mix of water resources, thus contributing in a coordinated way to both meeting existing water demands while preventing pollution and helping to achieve the environmental goals set forth in the River Basin Management Plan for the different water bodies. It is to be noted that the interconnection existing between wastewater treatment measures and water reuse measures, as long as the possibility to adequately develop water use, must be duly coordinated with the sanitation planning process. In Spain, this coordination happens at the basin level and in the framework of the River Basin Management Plan. Actually, current programs of measure of the River Basin Management Plan in Spain allocates almost 500 million euros in the 2016-2021 timeframe for water reuse-related measures. But looking at the future, we must acknowledge that there is still room for improvement when it comes to this technique. More can be done to take forward water reuse in a circular economy approach. Administrative, technical, and financial barriers still constrain the possibility to move forward, in particular regarding the cost allocation among users, the definition of point of delivery and storage of water reclaim, the new technologic treatments, energy efficiencies and inefficiencies, water reuse for energy and agricultural purposes, and so on. In addition, the European Commission has recently tabled a new regulatory proposal on water reuse aimed at promoting this technique as a means to tackle water scarcity in Europe. We look at this initiative with interest as an opportunity to deal with these barriers I referred to before. But we also have some concerns as long as the current proposal might be improved if we really want to foster water reuse at the EU level rather than impeding it. The balance between quality standard for water use, providing adequate human health and environmental protection on the one hand, and economic feasibility for the main water reuse final users on the other hand, is needed if water reuse is to be taken forward in the future. We have been working with water reuse for more than 10 years with no health or environmental problems, and we want to keep on this path taking water reuse forward. There is an extraordinary opportunity to develop all the components of the circular economy in the water domain that we would like to consider in the negotiation of this EU initiative. I hope this Congress will provide us with a new opportunity to address all these issues, contributing to bring together solutions that let us take water reuse further. Spain, its public administration, the research centers, the companies are ready to engage in this debate. I hope you had a very fruitful conference over these 2 days. Thank you very much.